So the one character that always arises in conversation when talking about Naruto to many, unfortunately, is Sakura. It's understandable why. She's been a major character since the Ninja Academy days when Team 7 first formed. They went on their first mission to the Land of the Waves, fighting Zabuza, coming back to the Chunin exams, helping Naruto and Sasuke get past the Forest of Death. She had a pretty decently structured fight with Ino. She was there to cheer her teammates on in the final. She was there to assist when Orochimaru invaded the village. She tried to keep Gaara from hurting everyone else. It didn't really work, but still she tried. And pretty much up until Sasuke's darkness completely took him over, she was there one way or another, crying, trying to break up their fight. Up until that point, her character served the purpose of bonding Naruto and Sasuke, connecting them. When things got rough, there would be a stable piece to balance things out. She kept the Team 7 dynamics lighthearted. Without her there, Naruto and Sasuke would probably kill each other. Even if it was just to dish out a joke at Naruto or act frightened in the midst of battle, she served a role. And that's the biggest reason why Sakura was unlikable, because most people hated her role. Like, she was a Sasuke sympathizer, and I understand why she needed to be one, because Sasuke, well, he was a pretty hateful person at one point. I'm not gonna lie to you, I hated her. Oh my god, he's so hot and cool. I'd love to see Orochimaru abduct her for one of his creepy experiments. Come Shippuden, we see her skills during the bell training. She heads out to the Sand Village, helping save Kankuro from that poison. We see her legit get the best moment she's ever had, fighting, defeating Sasori, being completely selfless, saving Chio, putting her life on the line countless times, fighting all of these puppets. And at that point in time, Sakura was probably one of the best characters in the story. She still liked Sasuke, but she accepted the fact that he was gone and that she might never see him again. Or if she would, it'd be on the battlefield to fight him. She's gotten a lot stronger, more useful, less annoying, despite the fact that she beats on Naruto every time he makes a joke about her. I'd have done tail beast bomb this bitch. The point is, it was a major improvement from part 1, and I was happy with that. But moving on from that era of Shippuden, it was just a downward spiral from there, because every time Sasuke were to be brought into the equation, her part 1 tendencies arise to the surface. She was completely useless fighting her own comrade in Orochimaru's hideout. When she did meet Sasuke later on in the story, all of that went out the window. She had to contemplate whether or not to join Sasuke's side, the serial killer. He just joined the Akatsuki, he's killed people, he's made an active threat against your village. You were on the fence about joining his side despite all the loyalties you had to the village, despite all Naruto did for you, despite the fact that it's obviously not the right thing to do, and you put other people at risk, nearly getting yourself killed. You had the nerve to play with Naruto's emotions, lying to him about your true feelings, telling him to stop chasing about Sasuke when Sasuke was originally only Naruto's friend, and then ever so hypocritically to go out there and contemplate whether or not to join his side. Really. And throughout the majority of part 2, she had little moments here and there healing people, but she was absent most of the time doing her own thing. Whenever she did appear, it was because of Sasuke, and that became problematic because the very things we hated about Sakura just popped up out of nowhere when Sasuke was around. It's because of the fact that Sasuke tried to kill you, because you lied to Naruto, that made any progression you had up until this point irrelevant when you started sympathizing with Sasuke again. If Sasuke didn't try to kill you, if you didn't say stupid things, I wouldn't have as much of a problem with you sympathizing with him later on. My point is, when you go from being an irrational Sasuke fanboy to an independent, understanding woman, then back to an irrational Sasuke fanboy when he appears in the story, it makes your character confusing, convoluted. When part 2 started, your original role of connecting Naruto and Sasuke was done. She should have either stayed annoying and mature or more mature and not annoying. Go to where we're at in the manga, my opinions about her haven't changed much. She's not a terrible female main character. There's other annoying ones in many other stories. Misa, Mane, Ayashima to an extent, Orihime, Kagome, to a lot of people, Lucy, Heartfilia. But look at Hinata, another female character in the story. She started off shy. She didn't even know how to approach Naruto. She's always liked and respected him. She has a lot more respect for herself than Sakura. By Shippuden, she's matured a lot. She goes after what she wants. She saved Naruto from pain, threw her life on the line, taking hits, nearly dying. She helped him overcome this emotional trauma. Naruto promised to never let any friends die. Neji died. She was there with him the entire time, holding his hand going in. And she did these things with a fraction of the screen time. Sakura's just not a good character. It came a point when I'm like, you know what? I just want this bitch to stay out of any ordeals between Naruto, Sasuke, anything. Stay back like you used to because you ruin everything, but she does the exact opposite. A lot of people tell me it's Kishimoto's fault in writing the character that way, and I definitely agree with them. The reason he writes her the way he does is because he's stuck with her. He's too scared to have her do something big or use her a lot because a lot of people don't care about her at this point. She really only does have a small role against some of these opponents that she's facing, Kaguya, Madara, and that renders a big independent moment useless. But then the dude just takes to troll her. She recently redeemed herself to an extent, traveling with Obito through Kaguya's dimensions, going through oceans of acid, sticking behind him, healing him, then obviously saving Sasuke, even though Sasuke sort of saved himself at the end, teleporting there. But she again played a big role of connecting Naruto and Sasuke. But this is where the trolling comes in. She wouldn't have had to redeem herself if she just simply stabbed Obito's Rinnegan. There would be no Kaguya right now. Madara would still be here. They'd probably put him down by now. Even in the fight against Madara, she had a couple of good moments, being Tsunade 2.0, bringing out the slug, having the melodic seal on her head, saving Naruto with that CPR, bitch looking like she about to throw up. But then she's just extra baggage when she breaks formation, goes out there stupidly on some Naruto Part 1, getting herself stabbed, ruining the play, getting saved by Naruto once again, then avoiding to look that man in the eye, but instead looking at the man who gives no shits about you, wondering if he's worried in the middle of a fucking war where there's corpses everywhere. Then she needs to get saved again when she starts falling into the lava. But no, she couldn't save an exhausted Kakashi, and she pretty pretty much broke my rule of getting in those two's ways. It's like she's just too inconsistent. One second she's going in, the next second she does something stupid. And if she is gonna have a big moment, have it be independent of those two. Because her redeeming herself with Obito, connecting Naruto and Sasuke was not worth all the trouble she put us through. At this point in time, it's probable that she's gonna end up with Sasuke. I don't have a problem with that. I'm all for Sakura. I'd like to see her stable and happy, and that'd prevent her from being with Naruto. And if you didn't like the recent romantic moment, well, that's not Sasuke's fault. It's not Sasuke's fault that this bitch got no respect for herself. And ultimately, Sasuke had a reason for his darkness. His clan got slaughtered in front of his eyes. He's dealt with so much hate, and even though he understands what needs to be done right now, putting down Kaguya, if he shows Sakura some love, I don't got a problem with that. She put Naruto through a lot of pain, both physically, mentally. He's asked her out on thousands of dates. Every time she rejects him, and most importantly, she put him through that promise. Because when Naruto failed her, he beat himself up even though she didn't make the effort. Though now that he's here in this climate, you're worrying about his attention. Can you notice my hand? Despite everything, I'm sure she'd run off with Sasuke if he asked. Overall, Sakura played a big role in the story. She's part of Team 7. She's been there since day one. And it's sad because she's seen all that Naruto went through, how much he struggled inside, all the bullshit he's faced from the start. And emotionally, she's never been there for him when she could have made a great wife if she hadn't have done all those things. She'd be a good character in my book if she matured to the point where she was independent of Sasuke. She took him less seriously and would fight him if she had to. Had a big moment in the pain arc, bigger moments in this arc. She's by far not the worst of them, but she's part of the Thought Squad.
Can I join it too?